Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Shumbi Akhtar, ID 192352879, Section A, Batch 29. Today I'll discuss about single round DES of code implementation and its output. So first of all, I want to say that DES means data encryption standard. Here in this code, I have include those library functions for my code implementation. And as we can see, those functions I have called here and I have worked those functions in my main function and I call it here like initial permutation, which is in integer type, and decimal to binary, hexa to pin means binary. Those all are functions I have called here, and I have also fixed some values here like IP value 64 bit is fixed and left side part will be 32 and right side part will be 32, which I have fixed it here. And expansion permutation functions I also called it here, and it will be 48 bits. And in the S box, as we know that S box we input 6 and it out give the output 4. That's why I have fixed the output of 4 here. And if we convert the output into binary, then it will be 32 bit, which I have fixed here. And after that, in the main function, I have fixed the system color here and also declare some variables like IZ, K and N and counter. And initial J and counter value is 0. And also declare 40 key 48 value here and initial its values for the variable here and initial its values here. And I have also fixed hexa values will be character and its length will be 16 bits and binary value will be 64 and x value matrix will be 8 by 8. And after that, if we see here that key 48 bits print operation is here, I have used here for loop and functions, if functions. When I equal will be 12, it will break the line and print I values. And again, similarly to 12, if it find 24 and 36, it will break the line and again it will continue printing I's value. And after that, we'll receive or we'll scan the user input. If we run our code now, minimize the code outputs code here. As you can see, that key 48 bit is already printed here. And now if we put some variables or inputs in hexadecimal and decimal, like if we press enter, this is our output. Now if we look at our x value is here, it's convert the hexadecimal values into binary and hexa value is here, as you can see, and after it's converted into binary value, the values of x is here. And for converted hexadecimal to binary value, I have function called here decimal to binary and hexa to binary functions. If user input decimal or hexadecimal input, it doesn't matter, it will convert into binary, or they can input both together. And after that, for printing of x, I have used for nested for loop here, and after the operations, it will print the values of x. And after that, I have called initial permutation functions here and pass the values, bin value, which I have scanned from user, and its operation is in the bottom side of the code, like here, middle of the code actually. It sketch the value into the X, and I have declared variable IP and initial its values here, and also declare some variables log, k counter, IC counter count, and also fix some values or initial some values, and also initial matrix value 8 by 8. And for count those or operation this matrix, I have used for loop here. After enter the for loop, if it's less than 64, then it will enter the function, and if x I equal 1, then it will enter into the function, and log counter equal I plus 1, and after that counter will be plus plus. This is how the operation will operate, and after that those function will be operate, and after that the value of x will be print, like I have also used nested loop here. When IP val k equal IP x, I and say k will be plus plus. And here, if you notice, similar to key48 variable functions, like if I got the value of 8 or 16 or 24, 32, etc., it will break the line and print I value, and it will continue the I value after until it get those values. Like as we said, I value of IPX is here. And here is the decimal to binary functions operations here. Here is the decimal value integer and hexa value character, which will receive the value and do the operation. Like I have used for loop here also, and I have put the condition here, and also use while loop. When decimal value not equal 0, it will enter the function of while remainder equal decimal uh, percentage of 60. If remainder is less than 10, hexa value index minus minus equal 48 plus remainder. It will be printed. It will be return the value. And after that, we'll print the hexa value, like as I have already printed here in the output. So after that, this is the function of hexa to binary function. As I didn't use hexa to binary library in my code, so I had to the manual codes here, operations. Like I have used switch case functions. With the help of switch case functions, it will print the hexa value. And after that, I have expansion and permutation functions operation to here. In the expansions permutation functions, I have declared the variable of expansions table and put the expansions table values here. And I have operations for loop here. like expansion I equal right box, expansion table I minus 1, and it will divide it into 32-bit right box into 48-bit. It will do the operations here, like for loop it will enter until greater than I equal 47, less than I equal 47, 48, and it will check if I equal 12, 24 or 36. It will print the expansion of I value. When it will get those values, it will break the line. This is expansion of 32 right box into 48 bit, which I have already explained here. And this is the Xbox functions here. And here I have declared some variables here and also fixed the values return or used values. Like Xbox values, I have already initial it here. Those values all are Xbox value. And after that, if we see that those are the operations of Xbox values, it will show the row column for the Xbox value according to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 serial number of Xbox value. And after that, we'll print binary value output Xbox here and do those operations, and it will convert into binary, like it's converted binary. And after that, here it is the decimal to binary functions. Here I have do the operations of decimal to binary conversions, and also is the binary to decimal functions, or we can say convert operations here. And after that, it will print the binary output from Xbox. And for final permutation, I have write the functions if permutations here, and it will receive 32-bit. In the parameter, I have declared the value, and I also declared the variable I here, and also permutation tables value I have already initialized it here. And after that, I have do those operations for permutations of Xbox, like I have used for loops and conditions apply here. It will continue the loops until it 32 equal 32. When I will find 8, 16 and 24, it will break the line, as I have already mentioned this kind of conditions before. And after that, 32-bit of right box final permutation and 32-bit of right box final permutation XOR will print it here like this. Apply XOR operation on final permutation. Here is the output of the left box and right box permutation, and here is the result of left box, and here is the result of right box. It will work like I have used the condition here also, and result 32 XOR I equal FPI is power left box I. Then it will check the condition. If I equal 8, 16 or 24, it will break the lines and print result 32 XOR I. That's all. Thank you everyone for watching my video.